thing where it's like both studios can release their trailers on the same day, and people can enjoy them both.
Are y'all talking about the Doomsday and Supergirl one?
Yeah.
So
now that we know that Supergirl is confirmed for Thursday.
Yeah. I don't know, because I talked to, my buddies King Spike and Chad, the Geeky Cast, I talked to both of them earlier, and I think I mentioned him earlier to you, Joseph, the Beyond the Reporter. He's one of the scoopers that I follow on Twitter, and he's pretty reliable at times. He is, like, he got, the Boys season 5 teaser trailer came out yesterday. He got that right. And he's gotten a lot of things right, that one, including that one. And he's saying that the Doomsday trailer is coming out Thursday. It is. And Spike, I talked to Spike and Chad about it. So it's just kind of a waiting game now. You know what I mean? It's just kind of a waiting game. So it's just kind of, we'll just have to see. You know what I mean? But
I mean, even if I hope they don't release the same day. It would be a bit too much.
I agree with you on that. And the reason I agree with you on that is because, I do trailer reactions as well. And obviously they're both probably going to release in the morning, and I'm obviously going to do trailer reactions to both of them. Obviously Doomsday first, because Doomsday's the bigger one, I feel like. But like, I hope if they release at a different time on the same day, I need them both to release on a different on the same day, of course. But I don't think we've ever had a time like this where we've gotten 2 big trailers in one day. I don't think.
This is going to be. I don't think Marvel and DC have ever done that. No,
I'm looking forward to it.
What would make the most sense, I feel like, which, I mean, if they obviously if they do both trailers on the same day, that's okay. But I feel like if Marvel wanted to wait until next week, because next Friday, or like next Thursday and Friday is the 18th and 19th. That is the date for next year for Doomsday. So they could be kind of like how the Odyssey did. They attached the Odyssey teaser to Superman and be like 1 year from now.
1 year from now.
Like next week will actually be 1 year from now. So I feel like But yeah, it's just, I guess it's just a waiting game to see when it happens. If both happen to come out Thursday, awesome. But if Thursday is just dedicated to Supergirl, that's just as awesome.
So I will say this. Do y'all follow the Fantastic Four First Steps account on Twitter? Do y'all follow that on Twitter?
No, I'm not on Twitter, but I follow on Instagram. Yeah.
So I don't know if they're doing it on Instagram. I don't know if they are, but I know they are on Twitter. So what they've been doing the last few Sundays at 6 p.m., the scene in the trailer for First Steps when the beginning of the trailer, they're like, we're always here on Sundays at 7 p.m. no matter what, right? So they've been doing that every single Sunday for the past 2 Sundays at 6 p.m. Obviously, they're going to do it tonight. They're going to they're going to post that tonight.
It's Sunday,
Maybe they could make a trailer announcement for it. I don't know. I have no clue.
So I actually remember that. I do. I am like on the Twitter page. I do remember them posting family dinner every Sunday night at 7. However, when the official trailer came out in April, they changed it. I think they posted it like 7:30, and it was the clip of Johnny saying, "What are you doing? You're late for dinner." And that was like the first time we'd ever seen a new clip. So as soon as they show a new clip, that's when I feel like we're going to get a trailer.
Okay.
So definitely like an interesting, I kind of.
So it could possibly be, if they do that, like it would probably be Sunday the 14th then, I guess, like next Sunday.
It's a very big possibility because if it doesn't, the rumor I heard is that, and if this is the case, fine with me. I think this is cool. They're gonna release the trailer this Thursday, and it's gonna be different from the one they're gonna release. They're gonna attach to Avatar. Which would be
I could see that. Like,
because the rumor I heard as well is that there's supposed to be 3 trailers they're releasing this month, but now it's only 2.
Do you mean like? Oh, so it'd be like completely different trailers for whether you're watching online or you're in theater for Avatar, or like IMAX or something like that.
Probably in a way, I bet. Yeah.
Because the Odyssey prologue, that's only in IMAX, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
So I'm going to be missing out on that unless I go 2 hours to see Avatar in IMAX.
I mean, I would be very surprised if they were able to show it in other formats, but like historically, the Nolan prologues only show in IMAX. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Which speaking of which, I to go ahead and get started on the Warner Brothers talk. Did you see the Supergirl teaser? Yes, we. I believe everyone has seen it.
We saw it. Yes.
Looks good. Millie has got the aura.
With those sunglasses,
she has got the aura.
Yeah.
So I am very excited for it.
Definitely.
Which I know I was talking with Hayden before you joined, Raza. If they do follow Superman's marketing, how they did last December, I would expect us to get a teaser poster in the morning.
Very likely,
teaser to the teaser on Wednesday, teaser Thursday.
That seems like it seems like
would be my thought process.
That would make sense. I think we'd probably get that teaser poster tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern, because I remember that's what time Superman dropped. Last year, I got on Instagram without even thinking about it, and I was just graced with that. I was looking at my phone, just graced with the poster, and I'm like, holy crap! So
that first teaser poster for Superman's beautiful,
and the music,
the music. Oh wow! I'm excited for what song they'll use in the teaser now.
Not to spoil anything, but I have heard it's "Call Me" by Blondie.
Okay.
I've already been listening to it like nonstop almost.
Which I was like thinking about it last week.
Yeah.
I had in my mind "Bad Reputation" by Joan Jett.
That would work. That would actually work.
That's another good one.
Very much like that. I don't give a darn about my bad reputation.
Yeah.
That's what I had in mind.
And
I think I sent you guys that post yesterday.
Yeah.
I think from Geek is Still on Instagram.
The playlist. Yeah.
Yeah, that is on the playlist. So I was like, okay, so that is a very Supergirl-esque song.
Right.
If that's used in the movie, that'd be super cool.
Yeah, and that other song by Blondie as well, "The Heart of Glass" or is it "Heart of Glass"? I think.
Heart of Glass.
Yeah, that would be perfect. That would be perfect, dude. Like I hope we see Lobo in the trailer. I hope we do. I think
I think they would save him for like the the I don't know what they call, like the tag at the end. After they show the title, and then maybe they'll show a quick tag of Lobo.
Yeah, which Lobo versus Supergirl, like that just seems like that would be just a really cool fight, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what it just seems cool. It seems, fun. So I'm hoping the movie's good. And again, Craig Gillespie's directing it. He did Dumb Money, which I loved. So hopefully,
and especially like if it's taking from the visuals that are in the Woman of Tomorrow graphic novel, which is what the movie is the basis of. It needs to be like it's being described as this cosmic sci-fi epic. It needs to fit that description to a T.
Right.
Like it needs to be perfect. And of course it's not, I mean, it's like Superman was. Like Superman had basis of like All-Star Superman for all seasons, Kingdom Come with the crest. Supergirl, you only really have the one novel that it's pulling from that we know. So they have like all the toys in their sandbox there in that novel to be able to play into this universe. And I am very confident that Craig Gillespie will deliver it flawlessly.
And I hear the movie's good. I hear it's good. So, and I hear the script is supposed to be really good as well. And the script is being written by, I'm going to butcher her last name.
Anna. I know who you're talking about, but it's like Anna.
It starts with an N, right? I think it's.
Oh, maybe not.
Because I know she's writing the Wonder Woman film and the Teen Titans film as well. I think,
yes.
Which apparently, I mean, if the Supergirl script is as good as I hear it is, the movie, then the Teen Titans and the Wonder Woman film must be really good. They're probably gonna be good. So I have all the
you know what I'm curious about is that we know that David Cornswet has filmed scenes for this movie.
Okay.
But like, are they gonna lean in and use the popularity of him as Superman now and have him in small like shots with her? Like, or maybe like they'll have like a funny banter together, and maybe not the teaser, but maybe future trailers. Like
they could like, I think about the end of Superman. They could be, because like he obviously shows like he expresses his thoughts on like, she goes to planets with yellow suns where so she can get drunk. And then the robot number 4 or Gary is like, if I had any emotional capacity whatsoever, I would be concerned about her partying. Kind of show that kind of like. Not like because ultimately in Superman that was wasted exposition because the movie was ending. Use that as like a exposition start to Supergirl and be like, look, Kara, you're getting drunk. Please don't. It's
exactly.
I don't know. So just something like that. I guess like some kind of banter between the two.
Right.
I don't feel like he'll be in the story much, but at least like if he's like maybe like first act, second act, third act, like little bits here and there, so where he's not like oversaturating the film, because it's obviously no longer Superman film, it's Supergirl.
I would really only expect a couple scenes.
Right. Yeah.
I will ask y'all this though: do you think, and just because the Supergirl show had him in it, do y'all think we could possibly get Martian Manhunter in here? I don't think it's going to happen, but I would love for that, because I'm a huge Martian Manhunter fan. He's like my top, one of my favorite DC characters, you know. So it would be cool. It would be cool.
It would be cool.
Definitely,
it would be a surprise introduction for sure. Yeah,
and it would make sense too. It makes sense, you know, because again, the Supergirl show, you know, he was in it. He's I think a prominent role. He had a prominent role in that show or whatever. But I think it would make sense. And again, I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think it will. But like a post-credit scene or whatever.
Yeah.
You never know. I think that would be really cool. So
yeah. Because beyond Man of Tomorrow, do we really? I mean, like, do we have like we don't have a slate really for DC?
Not
I mean,
really. Not really.
We have
know
movies that are in development, but we don't have. We have movies that are in development like that we know of, like The Authority, Brave and the Bold, Teen Titans, Wonder Woman. But
is The Authority still going through, or is that something that's kind of
The Authority? I understand The Authority to be on a back burner. As far as I know, it's still happening, but it's not going to happen like for a while.
Because I think I read from James, he said like certain stories are just not really working out, and so they're going to leave them.
Yeah, because we're supposed to be getting like Swamp Thing. What else?
Swamp Thing,
Swamp Thing I know is still in development.
Booster Gold.
No updates coming from there.
Blue Beetle animated show. We're supposed to be getting a lot, and there's been no updates, I don't think so. Yeah, we'll just have to see. But yeah, the Wonder Woman film, Brave and the Bold, Man of Tomorrow.
Right.
What else do we have? Teen Titans. We got a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We'll have to see. Paradise Lost as well. Again,
Paradise Lost.
Paradise Lost will be a TV show.
Right. Yeah.
Well,
that kind of leads us, I guess, into the merger talk, because
who
knows where these shows are gonna go now? Are they gonna go on Netflix, or are they gonna go on Max?
I don't know, man.
Or is it gonna be like some kind of joint venture between the two? I don't see like the services merging. Like that would be way too big of a merger. I feel like it'll be like both Netflix and HBO Max will be separate entities.
Yeah,
but it's just like you said, it's a matter of where are these movies and shows going to go once this deal closes as of September 30th, because it finalizes third quarter of 2026. So by on or before September 30th, this deal will be final. After that, to this point, because this news has only been out for a couple of days, at this point it's still very much fresh and there's still a lot of speculation. So I mean, it's just really up to like us to theorize what's going to happen. I will say though, like I'm in a neutral position with it. Mergers are just, I don't know. I've had enough with mergers. I feel, I know I mentioned it to you guys the other day. I miss when like 20 years ago, each studio was under its own entity. Like you had Columbia at Sony, you had Paramount at Viacom, Universal's Comcast, like all these different companies were doing their own thing.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it's like, hey, let's get together and just do all this stuff that could or could not be good. And we're just going to figure it out as it goes.
You know, honestly, the only one that I look at it with kind of happiness still, I know that, you know, there's still job layoffs to happen and maybe we still have lost a good amount of variety that maybe we would have had before, but I am happy with the Fox merger, honestly, because I mean, obviously there's a pro with us Marvel fans. We wouldn't have gotten the X-Men and Deadpool and everything in the MCU had that not happened. And I mean, I honestly think Disney has done a good job at running 20th Century Studios now, pretty well. I mean, with the Alien franchise, with the Predator franchise, with still putting out, you know, other independent movies. Like there's this movie with Jamie Lee Curtis coming out next Friday, I think, called Ella McKay.
Oh yeah, I
And,
keep seeing trailers for that. Yeah.
like there's that movie coming out. There's The Devil Wears Prada 2 that they're doing next year.
Right.
So
Yep.
I think that they've done a good job with still, keeping the studio alive. Like they haven't.
Right.
I mean, they did completely shutter Blue Sky Animation, which ran Ice Age and everything, and now it's just going under, I think, 20th Century Studios Animation or something.
I think so.
For Ice Age 6.
Like
so I mean, out of all the mergers, I think that one is it ended up being the best for us audience members, and it kind of still kept their own properties alive when Fox was failing themselves. So I think out of all of them, that was probably the best one. But this is a whole other story. Warner Brothers is the biggest one in Hollywood history to happen. So
I will say, the other thing, like with the Disney Fox merger, that was another one where I've had positive and negative thoughts on it. Like you said, I love that they've brought back these franchises to audiences. They've revived Alien, they've revived Predator. They have done, and like you said, with getting X-Men, Deadpool, Fantastic Four into the MCU,
Fantastic
finally
Four,
after all these years, that, those are A+ achievements. Where it has gotten to me as a fan is the physical media side, because Fox has a massive backlog. I mean, as it does every studio in the industry, a massive backlog of movies and shows that people want to see that are not available on streaming, that they want on physical media. And like 4K restorations, even things like Blu-ray restorations, there are things that people want to see that now may not happen because Disney is not the biggest advocate for social media. Like they're not social media, physical media. My head's a little all over the place. I was telling Hayden before you joined, I did not drink nearly as much water as I did as I should have yesterday on the
drink water,
folks. So
gotta drink your water, folks. There you go.
Hydrated. Yeah. Even in this cold weather.
Even in the cold weather, I tell you that.
Yeah.
So let me rephrase that. Disney has not been the biggest advocate for physical media, which is so that having them lock up that entire backlog of movies is definitely something that has not really like I've been fine with it. Like there's not too much that I've thought before, oh, I wish I had that on 4K, or I wish I had that TV show box set. But I do know of fans that have expressed their concern and been like, hey, physical media is still relevant. There are people that are trying to keep it relevant, and studios, I wish studios would do their best to keep that alive for fans.
Yeah, definitely. I know one, or I'm a big Planet of the Apes fan, like the original movies too, and I'm still waiting for those movies to be put on 4K. I know that the Charlton had the original 1968 one is on 4K on Disney Plus, but they've not actually put out a disc yet for it. Yeah. And I don't know if it'll happen. I mean,
and things like that, you would have to wait for them. I know there were third-party distributors now. You have Kino Lorber.
Now it's all under. I mean, Sony is running Disney's. That trilogy, man. Now Sony is running the Disney physical media, I think, right?
Yes. Starting with, I think, Captain America. Captain America, distributed by Sony Pictures Home Entertainment.
Right.
Brave New World, they started that.
Yeah. So, I mean, we got Sound of Music on 4K, which was exciting. I still haven't bought it because it's $60, but I'm still
Yes.
Yeah, $60. It's insane on Amazon.
Wow.
What is I can't I know. I never can figure out the exchange rate between the United States and Canada, because I know here standard 4Ks are from Disney are $30.
That it is supposed to be 30. Up until 3 years ago, 4Ks were 30 to $35.
Man.
Now they shot up to $50 to $60 now.
In Canada, right?
In Canada, yeah.
That's crazy.
On Amazon, only for certain studios. Warner Brothers will put out F1 came out, that was $34 on Amazon.
Yeah.
And but typical Disney ones are ending up being I couldn't buy Lilo and Stitch live action because that was $75.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that's another thing where Disney, I feel is starting to not to lose its grasp with physical media people, is that they are putting all their 4Ks on Steelbook, and they're only on Steelbook.
Only on Steelbook.
which of course, like, unless you're an MCU person, because like I was able to get Fantastic Four
nice.
not on Steelbook, but this was my biggest pet peeve of all, and I think I showed it to you guys on one of our very first streams, but and this might have the movie itself doesn't have anything to do with Disney, it's Sony, but it's the fact that like Sony is like doing Marvel and Disney's like distribution, but Kraven the Hunter.
Oh yeah.
Trash movie, but of course, where I'm a 4K completionist for Marvel, Kraven was only available on 4K by Steelbook, so I had to get the Steelbook for Kraven, even though I hated the movie.
That movie was bad. It was so bad.
I still haven't seen it. I still.
You're good. Don't watch it. Don't watch it.
I've spared my brain.
Are they putting Madam Web on? Aren't they putting Madam Web on Disney Plus with Morbius?
Oh gosh, no.
Might be.
I thought I heard that they were going to be doing that.
They
like
can't
January
do that before
1st
No Way Home. Even No Way Home isn't even on.
Oh yeah, if they do that before No Way Home, that's ridiculous.
That would be stupid.
I know. Morbius is on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh really? Oh, that must be only in the U.S. because we don't have it on ours in Canada.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, they're treating us Canadians with some respect, I think.
Maybe. But yeah, I was going to say I have
the Morbius.
I know I have seen Morbius on Disney Plus before, but I don't know. They need to not add Madam Web there. I know Madam Web did not do good on Netflix. Like the CEO of Sony kept trying to say, it's a good movie. Like it did great on Netflix. Like, and which of course this was a year ago when all the Kraven drama was happening. And he was just like, oh, and this was like when they realized they weren't going to be doing any more of these Marvel movies. And he was just like, well, people just don't like what we're putting out. We're putting out good movies and people are trashing them. I'm like, no, movies are trash. And
Sony.
We're telling you that they're trash.
Yeah.
Sony's gonna Sony, man.
I feel bad now that I'm wearing their shirt.
Oh, you're wearing Columbia Pictures shirt.
This is the Centennial Columbia Pictures shirt.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
I wore it today for our studio talk because I don't have a Warner Brothers shirt.
Right.
But
I actually forgot I had this shirt up until like when I got it out 2 days ago.
It's got the water tower on it. That's awesome.
I might change my shirt. I feel like I'm on the way out.
That's awesome.
But no, like their Disney Steelbooks, like for the shows, these are literally $80.
That's
I have to wait. I don't buy them for that price. I wait to get them on eBay, and then I typically get because they typically put out like a wave of 4 steals for the shows.
Yeah.
I typically get like the 2 Star Wars, 2 Marvel together, and then like do combined shipping and everything. So I think I got both the Star Wars deals for $100 total.
Gotcha.
So they're being sold for like $80. So I saved quite a bit there.
Yeah.
It's still a lot. It's still ridiculously a lot. Like I know most people who are not physical media enthusiasts will be like, "Are you crazy? $100 for? We're not paying that." So it's still a lot of money. I totally get that. Yeah.
Yeah. I think here they're maybe 50 for the 4Ks, which I still need to get. I have the first 2 waves that they put out, but I need to get the third one because I have Mandalorian 1 and 2, Obi-Wan, Andor season 1, that for Star Wars, and then for Marvel I have WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier, Loki season 1, and Moon Knight. I think the most recent wave, which was like a year ago, was Ahsoka, which I saw you had.
Yeah.
Mandalorian season 3.
Yep.
Loki season 2 and Hawkeye. Those are the ones I still need to get, but other than that, I have the other 4 Star Wars, the other 4 Marvel.
Right.
And I will say, even though those, like you said, those prices for those steelbooks are ridiculous, and they're on streaming already. Yeah. There's just an advantage to owning physical and to like do physical. Yeah. And like a physical activity would be to go to the movie theater to see them. That is something that I feel like Netflix's CEO does not seem to understand about.
Not at all. No, it's scary what he's saying, and I think like James Cameron was right about that. There was a quote from him like a week ago before the merger, and he was like, selling to Netflix and CEO Ted Sarandos is super dangerous because the guy has gone on record saying that he doesn't support theatrical. He thinks it's an outdated concept, and that they want to just limit the theatrical window.
Which outdated? Outdated?
Yep.
The dumbest comment that I heard him made, and I don't know if it was in the wake of this merger or if it was something that was doctored up somehow, but I saw something from him where he was like, "Oh, people would rather watch like the Odyssey at home," and I'm like, absolutely not.
Oh, that guy's funny. Oh,
he said his son watched Lawrence of Arabia on his phone, and he's an editor, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
These people don't understand. They don't understand.
Would have been the same had it been on Netflix.
No, it's
yeah.
I understand to an extent.
If there's anybody who's more out of touch with the industry, it's him. Honestly.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Him and the Sony CEO that thought
and
Kraven
Sony
was a
CEO.
good movie.
Yeah, both of them together. Yeah.
But no, I understand to an extent the convenience of it. Like there are people that want to just sit in their home and watch a movie.
Yeah.
However, there are those epics like The Odyssey, like Supergirl, like Michael, like these movies that are coming out next year that deserve to be seen in a theater. That like you would not have the same experience watching it at home or on your phone or on an iPad or on your computer.
I made that same argument. It's not going
to be the same.
Yeah, I made that same argument. I was like, look at this year's WB slate. Like, could you imagine seeing Sinners or Weapons or One Battle After Another at home? Like, or F1? Like, come on. Like,
Hayden and I were talking about that earlier. Like, those are movies that you put a crew behind and they are dedicated to the cinematic experience. People like James Cameron, like Christopher Nolan, that are dedicated to the cinematic experience.
Dune. Dune is WB.
Exactly.
You have these creatives
Batman Part 2.
Matt Reeves.
Like,
you have these creatives that understand what the theatrical experience is like for a fan. They understand that this is what we pay hard-earned money to see, especially like in a format like Dolby or IMAX. IMAX is like $30 a movie.
Yeah.
It's like these are the people that want to perfect their craft for their audience, like the people that are paying their paychecks, that are paying their bills, giving them their paychecks.
Yeah.
And then here comes Ted Sarandos that wants to come in, screw all that up, and just try and almost like introduce a new world order to it. Like, and
exactly, that's the best way to describe it. Honestly, new world order for it.
And for movie lovers, it is like uncharted territory, dangerous uncharted territory,
very dangerous.
Where the industry could be going.
And I made this argument too, where he says that audiences have been accustomed to watching at home. And my argument for that is that the only reason why audiences became accustomed to this is because COVID had a very large impact on it.
Exactly.
And because of what WB was the leading studio to do the day and date release during COVID with Godzilla vs. Kong, with Mortal Kombat, with all of their releases,
the Matrix Resurrections,
and Dune, the first Dune as well, I think, right?
They did it.
Disney did it. That was 2021,
Disney did it, and it affected Black Widow. We know that. Scarlett Johansson was very upset about that. There was a whole issue. And but WB was the leading studio to do that. I think they were the first ones. And so ultimately, it accustomed people to just think that, we don't need to go to the theater because we can just watch it here at home. Or we just need to wait 3 weeks because it will be available to rent at home. And so instead of paying, $20 per ticket to see it in IMAX, now we can just pay $24 to rent it and have as many people over as we want to watch it. Right? So I think it's not really that audiences decided that they don't want to go to the theaters anymore. It's just the way that the studios themselves kind of integrated this new world order, as you put it, and ultimately that has changed the way society goes about with movies. And there is an argument to be made, as you said, about how the convenience of watching it on Netflix. And obviously there are a lot of people with prices going up and everything these days. People can't afford to, take their whole family of 3, 4, or 5 out to go see a movie frequently. Like maybe it'll be once a month or once every other month, right? So it is tough in that sense. But I think the biggest thing is to take away the option. Take away the option of theatrical is the problem, right? You don't want to take that away from. You want to leave it as an option. You can say if you want to go see it, go see it. But make sure that theatrical option remains a theatrical option for a good amount of time, right? We want a good theatrical window of at least, 60 to 90 days. I think 60 is the minimum. 60 is the minimum. 2 months. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that like, which I mean, I don't know if it's like affecting or if it's just the way that like theaters are run these days, but like that leaves like if you you can't prioritize like one movie over another in like terms of experience. Like there should be room for like every creative and like all these studios to share theater time and like share theatrical windows together. Because like I think I mentioned to you guys for my local theater back like in the early fall, late summer, both Caught Stealing and A Big Bold Beautiful Journey from Sony done.
They were
in
pulled.
2 weeks. They were done.
Yeah.
And it ticked me off so much because I wanted to see both of them and just
And
couldn't find time in those 2 weeks. And it was like, sorry.
Caught Stealing was good. I liked it. I really liked it. Big Bold.
Yeah, I didn't get around to seeing that because of that reason too. Like they were just gone within like 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah.
Big Bold Beautiful Journey. I'm surprised with how much I liked it.
Right.
But at the same time, I don't know if I'd watch it again. Like it was good to okay. Like Big Bold Beautiful Journey was good to okay in my opinion. Caught Stealing, I actually had fun with. I thought it was a really, really good film. So
because I think like I know people who maybe they like I know friends who can't really get around to seeing a movie right when it comes out or right in the first month, and maybe they'll get around to like if a movie comes out like first week of July, they might go and see it third week of August if it's still playing. And that's the point. Like they want to see it in theaters, but if you take it out of theaters in the first month, they're not going to be able to have that option, in the 6th or 7th week of release.
Yeah.
Especially like if it's a smaller movie that's not like part of a big franchise like that. Because like I know, like I saw Superman for the umpteenth time on my birthday, and my my birthday is August 25th. Superman came out July 11th. They're like for things like that. You do have that expanded window to where you're like, oh, it's a Disney movie. It'll be in theaters for a while. I'm good. Or like, I've still not seen Wicked for Good yet because I'm still need to watch the first one too. Don't even get me started on that. But it's like I got time if I need it. It'll be there. But yeah, for these like other movies that aren't going to be like known that well to audiences, like you feel like they should have a longer theatrical window. But it's also those movies that I feel like are going to go immediately to Netflix upon their release because not a lot of people are going to know about it. And I feel like that's the audience that Ted Sarandos is wanting to accommodate.
Definitely. And again, like I know like from a business standpoint too, like I do understand like, look, if your movie's out and it's not making a lot of money and like maybe I guess something like One Battle After Another, which, I think it got released in early September or mid-September. And or last week of September actually, and so it played for about I don't think it's playing here anymore. So I think it played for about a month. So about a month, maybe 5 weeks, and it wasn't really racking. I mean, it's a phenomenal movie, and it's going to be up for a lot of Academy Awards and everything. But it doesn't really look like there was a lot of box office revenue there. So in that standpoint, I understand. Okay, you don't want to keep it for 60 days. You keep it to maybe 35, 40, and then offer it to people to rent at home. Or buy at home, right? So I understand that because you are losing by keeping it in theaters without any revenue coming in, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's like one of those things as well. Like I am in a couple of weeks, the week of Christmas. So Party Supreme comes out, Anaconda comes out, Song Sung Blue comes out.
Song Sung Blue.
I'm not able to see them that week because I'm leaving. So for vacation, me and my family, we're going to New Mexico, and we're leaving.
Awesome! Oh, fun!
I've never. So it's kind of real quick. It's kind of funny. My parents have been keeping it a secret. They haven't been wanting to tell me and my sisters where we're going, and we've been trying to figure out. Like me and my middle sister, we've been trying to figure out where we're going. So finally found out today that we're going to New Mexico. Not sure where in New Mexico, but I've never been. So I'm like, oh, this is exciting. I'm excited about it.
I thought a minute ago you said Mexico.
No.
Oh, you cut out for a second. I thought you were going to Mexico.
Oh,
right.
But New Mexico is still cool.
Cool. But like the thing is like I'm gonna be gone like that whole week. Right. I'm not coming back until Friday. When is Christmas Day? That's Thursday, right? Is that
Christmas is on Thursday.
Christmas is on Thursday.
That Friday the 26th. I'm not gonna be back until that day. So like I'm gonna be a little bit behind, you know. But talking about like, you know, movies staying in theaters for a few weeks, imagine if movies only stayed in theaters for like 1 week, I would not be able to see.
Yeah, no, exactly. That would, and that's something Netflix has been doing with their own releases, right? That's what's scary. Like Wake Up Dead Man, that ends this theatrical release like I think on Wednesday.
And it comes out on Netflix.
Comes on Netflix on Friday. Yeah,
on Friday.
Yeah, but I want to see it in theaters. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to see it by the time Wednesday rolls around. So that's what I'm scared about. It's like I want to see this movie in theaters, but it's only been out for like 10 days. Yeah,
10 days. Yeah. But like the Odyssey, I don't want to watch the Odyssey on my couch. You know what I mean? Like Supergirl, I Am Legend 2. I don't want to see Michael. I don't want to see Doom Part 3, Avengers Doomsday. I don't want to see any of these movies on my couch.
No.
I don't. You know what I mean? But
and you know what I'm curious about? I am very curious how much I don't know how much power Christopher Nolan's going to have as president of the Directors Guild of America, but I know he wants to meet with Netflix. He wants to kind of tell them he's put out a statement.
Good.
Yeah, he's put out a statement. He's like, we don't approve of this as Directors Guild of America.
I didn't know about that. I had no clue about that at all. I'm really glad that's the thing.
He was elected president only I think over the summer. I think it was like in July or August. So he's fairly new actually. And then Samwise Gamgee from Lord of the Rings, Sean Astin, is the president of Screen Actors Guild. Yeah. Okay. So he's also made a stance on that too, which is great. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There we go.
Yeah. Because it does affect.
It
affects people within who are working in the industry too, because it does cut a lot of jobs out. With the merger happening, that's the problem. Is like we lose variety of projects, movies, shows, right? Because Netflix may just be like, yeah, we don't need to have 3 new comedy shows on HBO. We'll just have 2 on ours, right? Save costs and stuff. So it does cut out variety. Yeah.
And that's also like another level of that's like more filmography that I feel like could be in jeopardy of like being shelved. Like you can have like another Coyote versus Acme situation.
Yes.
Like, this movie is really relevant, or like Batgirl if we're talking about Warner Brothers Discovery.
Yeah,
exactly. It's just, I don't know. There are so many dangerous precedents that this merger sets, and it's only, I guess, only time will tell. We know exactly what we're in store for.
Yeah, it's scary. It's very scary. Yeah,
it is scary. Yeah, but like it's one of those things too, where like, because it's only Netflix only bought Warner Bros. Right? I don't know if this affects. I don't think this affects like Paramount, Universal, and Disney, right? Does it?
Oh no. So Paramount just merged with Skydance, and
that's right. Yeah.
That merger, I still don't know all the details of, but to my understanding, I mean, where Skydance was never like a distributor, I guess Skydance is just like bringing Paramount and all this operations in, and Paramount incorporates like MTV, Nickelodeon, VH1, like a bunch of different channels as well as a film library. So I feel like that's all just going to be under Skydance now.
Probably.
I don't think Paramount is going to like lose anything because they're still like the sole distributor, but they're just calling themselves a Skydance corporation, merging with a production company that I feel like, which like I said, I still don't know all the details of, but
WB content going to Netflix isn't a bad deal. People are overreacting.
Well, that's where I have the positive and negatives, because some of it, like some of the smaller stuff that people could be content with just going to see, like, well, I was about to say just going to their couch to like turn on Netflix and watch. Some of the
like
smaller
the Coyote
stuff,
versus Acme, right?
Yeah, like some of the smaller stuff that people would be content with watching at home, like the
Cat in the Hat.
But Cat in the Hat. Don't even get Hayden started on Cat in the Hat.
Garbage movie that should not be made. It should be shelved. But
no, like some of these smaller movies that people would be content with just watching at home. That's not what I'm concerned with. That's going to be affected. It's these big IP-based movies.
Like Batman Part 2 and Dune 3, all of those. Like
it's these IP films that are part of big franchises that are going to bring in a lot of box office, regardless of what happens with this, that need not have home premieres. The Odyssey cannot have a home premiere, which I know Odyssey isn't affecting this because that's Universal. And thank God Christopher Nolan moved over there.
Exactly.
So yeah, like the Odyssey could not be a home premiere. Supergirl could not be a home. Well,
no.
You have the argument with the Suicide Squad a few years ago with how HBO Max and Warner Bros. Did their same day at home premiere. But still, it's to that point where Supergirl could not premiere at home.
No.
Like Hayden said, Cat in the Hat. Screw that. That could go to home, and I wouldn't care.
Throw that movie away. Throw it in the trash. I don't want the Cat in the Hat film.
So yeah,
but like Coyote versus Acme. Like I don't know if they're releasing that in IMAX. I have no clue. But
Coyote versus Acme is just under ketchup now. That probably won't go to IMAX.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
They're under ketchup. They're not reputable enough to where theaters will sign off on IMAX for that.
No.
So. Yeah. But you see, there are positives and negatives to this, like anything. I mean, it's just smaller movies that can go to Netflix that like people that if it's a movie that's only going to make like $10 or $20 million,
right?
Yeah,
like something that's just minuscule, throw that on Netflix. But anything that's bigger, send to a theater and give it the theatrical experience it deserves.
There is the concern, though. I feel like and Martin Scorsese says this all the time about still being able to have variety in cinemas that are not exactly tentpole movies, not exactly IP-driven movies, that you can still release an independent movie or a new movie with no pre-existing IP and still have it be a potential box office success, right? If you take it away, you won't know if it could do well. That's kind of my thinking too.
Yeah, 20th Century Studios is still around, just makes less. I mean. They still exist. They're still there. Searchlight. Searchlight always kind of acted in the shadow of 20th Century, even when they were still under Fox, because Searchlight is more of the indie aspect of it. 20th Century is where you're going to find your Alien, your Predator, and a lot more of these original stories that could bring out.
The more popular
like Searchlight,
stuff.
And then Searchlight is going to be the smaller indie label where you're going to see things like Ella McKay and a lot of things that ultimately will be like.
And Searchlight's like the more artsy type stuff, you know what I mean?
It's the more original.
That's their division. Yeah. And to be honest, like I always get excited when I see Searchlight trailer because I'm like I feel like they have a good rep with the movies that they've made, and I just kind of feel like when I see a trailer, I'm like, okay, I want to go see that in theaters. So So
that actually brings up something that I was wanting to talk about with the theatrical experience. So my family has kind of like outgrown the theatrical experience, sadly.
Right.
They are fine with going to see, with just watching a movie on Netflix or whenever it comes out on streaming.
That's my dad.
I'm trying to get them to turn around on that because I did get all of them to Superman. Like my brother was in one showing of Superman. My parents were in the other. So like I was able to get them all to Superman and they thought it was fine. But no, just other movies. My dad particularly, like he is just he's content with watching it at home. But what excited me the other day was,
honestly.
My dad's to that age. He just turned. Well, actually, no, I won't say his age on live to protect his privacy. But I mean, he is of that older age though, where he doesn't feel like getting out and like going to the movie like he once did. So I can understand it's an age thing too, but there also may just be like not a lot of stuff that my dad wants to go see in theaters, like Superman. Not really, and like I understand that.
Like
I am thankful he wanted to go see Superman though, because he saw how excited I was for it, and like wanted to be a part of that in some way. So I appreciate him for that. But no, what got me excited though the other day was my brother. He has there's like a room kind of like attached to our house, like it was added on later.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a sunroom on like our back deck like area. And so he was out there and like he usually like plays video games and stuff out there. But the other day he opened the door and he like hollered for me to come out there. And he was like, I want to show you this trailer for this movie that I really want to see. And I was like, okay, well, like what movie is that? And he's like, it's called Marty Supreme. He is ecstatic for Marty Supreme.
Oh, wonderful!
And it got me so excited because I was like, of course I was like trying to explain to him like the like just overthinking of like my movie, like my cinephile knowledge. I was like, okay, so yes, this is a perfect movie for you to support because it's A24, it's indie. You want to see this on in a theater.
It'll be Academy Award nominated, the whole deal.
Yeah. So like I was being like too dorky with it, and he was like, okay, now you're making it less cool. Like, like, so like I shut up and just let him.
We have a viewer who seems to have already seen Marty Supreme.
Messiah, you saw Marty Supreme. I know a lot of people saw it early. I know,
like Chris Stuckman has already seen it. I saw his review the other day.
A lot of people saw it early. Yeah,
it's out somehow.
Okay,
but
well, like I think like maybe like press and like early screenings and all that. So
I know that my city is having. I got an email from our local international film festival, the Calgary International Film Festival. And it was an invite to go see an early screening on Wednesday, December 17th.
Okay.
And I saw the email the day after, and it was sold out, though.
So this already passed. This already passed.
No, it's on Wednesday, December 17th, the day before I see Avatar. Yeah.
Oh, so next week.
But it's sold out before you could get.
Yeah, I saw the email a day late, and I was like, "Oh, dang, it's all sold out."
Yeah.
But I would have gone.
Did you guys happen to get Stranger Things tickets?
Yes,
yes, I did. I've seen it at 10:30 around. I think 10 or 10:30.
I was scared. I was scared that I was going to have to see the last showings, which would make it go past midnight and into the new year. And thankfully, I was able to.
Well, that's what I'm going to have to do. That's what I'm
going to.
That's what I'm going to have to do.
You're going to come out of the theater, and it's going to be 2026.
You're going to look on your phone and just be like, look at your watch and just be like, quickly, like, "Happy New Year, guys," and then just keep watching.
Yeah.
New York Film Festival, I'm guessing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, like I was able to snag the 6 p.m. the first showing of Stranger Things at 6 p.m. So I think it'll be done by about 8:30. And then I'll have time for New Year's stuff. Yeah.
So Josiah says also Ted and David still have the deal to keep the window as long as they currently are.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that's talking about Ted DeSantos, and is that his last name?
Sarandos.
Ted Sarandos and David Zaslav of Warner Brothers. So that leaves me a little optimistic that theatrical windows, which obviously I know like post-COVID, theatrical windows have not been the same. Like it's been like we've been talking about, it's been much easier to get a hold of movies at home. So the fact that like the windows are going to stay the same does make me feel a little better. I wish they would have been as long as they were pre-COVID, but
me too.
Another.
Those were the golden days, my friends.
Crazy watching Stranger Things for a whole year.
Yeah,
it's
Which
I'm guessing that's a New Year joke.
Yeah,
since it's going to be after midnight. That's all you've done at that point all year.
So in a few years down the line, right? So will we still be able to watch Warner Bros. Films in theaters? Like, will theaters still like?
I mean, that's the question, right? I mean, because I think what that comment said that they're looking at keeping it for a good amount of time, but I think we also talked about earlier in our chat that so far it's only up until 2029 that it's guaranteed. At least I think for DC movies specifically, that they have a good theatrical window. And I know James Gunn has kind of said that they're not going to be affected by it either. But Warner Brothers in general, I don't know, because I mean the fact that Ted Sarandos like on the day of the merger, it was just like, we want to shorten the windows. We think it's outdated and everything. It's a concern. I mean, the fact that he's got that thought pattern and that mentality, it's not a stretch to say that he will somehow shorten it.
So will
all it takes is like the
just the
sign off.
That's it,
and it's done.
So like, what about like DC Studios? Will DC Studios they affected?
From what I've heard, from what I've heard is that Peter and James are unaffected. They are not getting fired, and like no one's coming in to take over. Peter and James.
So the Snyderverse is not coming back.
What is it?
So the Snyderverse isn't coming back. I mean,
oh heck no.
I doubt it.
I wouldn't think so.
Well, here's the other thing. Like this new DCU that we have, like David Cornsweet's Superman, Supergirl, the Lanterns, the Creature Commandos, this whole new DCU universe. It's not going to get canned, right? It's not going to get canceled.
No,
absolutely not.
I read that but Peter and James' contract is only going to 27 right now. It's only really another year or a year and a half.
But they'll sign back on, right? I think.
I hope they have to.
They should. I mean, if Netflix sees how much
they're
they're going to be doing,
they're not going to get fired or anything. I don't think.
If Netflix sees how much that they're doing for the company, and they're like, you made Superman. This movie brought in like a bunch of, because like I think Superman grossed over 100 million in profit. Like that.
Yeah.
Like they have the numbers there to see that what they're doing is working. And like I would be shocked if they got rid of them. I mean,
me too.
I would be shocked if they kicked off everything.
Absolutely.
But I saw a comment in here a second ago that kind of piggybacked off what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Ted and Snyder do not have a good relationship. Ted canceled so many of Snyder's projects due to Rebel Moon. Yes, they will not revive the Snyderverse because Netflix has seen what Rebel Moon has done. Zack Snyder is not. Yeah.
Good point.
Right.
I was about to mention Rebel Moon. Yeah, Snyderverse cannot happen
under
a Netflix ownership.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, it has to be Peter and James or it's nothing.
I agree.
Afternoon, fellas.
Good to see you, buddy.
I mean, it's crazy because I mean, like, who are you going to get to replace James and Peter? I mean, who's in the better hands?
100% disagree. I truly believe Snyderverses will come back. This will be their window opportunity. I mean, the opportunity definitely is there.
Yeah.
Because I mean, and it's similar to how you've seen Marvel in recent years. You've had the MCU, which is owned by Disney, and then you see the Spider-Man spin-offs, like villain spin-offs under Sony. There can be two entities controlling both universes.
Yeah.
Is that going to be the smoothest operation though? I mean, if you take a look at what Sony did with their Marvel properties, probably not.
Probably not.
With the soul, with Disney keeping a hold of the main universe and DC Studios, we've talked about before, DC Studios is it's owned by Warner Brothers, but it's their own thing because Superman, you saw no Warner Brothers logo until the very end of Superman because it was strictly distribution. DC Studios is its own thing, and I guess we'll have the final say of okay, who exactly is in charge of us, and what exactly are we doing? What other universes are we trying to fill in? But so I could see a scenario where Netflix holds the Snyderverse with some association of DC, and then the DCU remains purely DC Studios under Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
Again, will that be smooth? Probably not.
To be quite honest,
I do see the window of opportunity for Snyder to come back in. But like I said a minute ago, with Rebel Moon and and I hate to say it, but how bad both parts of Rebel Moon have been.
I haven't seen either, thankfully. Yeah.
You're good. Don't watch them.
Okay.
They're not the worst movies ever made.
They can make a comeback.
Right.
I mean, not good. Dude.
Yeah.
They could make a comeback. I saw a comment a minute ago about how Netflix could help market DC.
Yeah.
They have the power. Netflix has the power to slap their logo on anything, and where Netflix is so widely available, people will go see it. Not saying you need to slap your Netflix logo on Supergirl or Man of Tomorrow or anything, but they could get the word out and be like, hey, this is our affiliate Warner Brothers, and they have this new movie coming out called Man of Tomorrow. Would you want to go see it in theaters and then have it immediately, well, not immediately available, but after a reasonable theatrical window time, be able to stream it on Netflix, HBO Max, what have you. The marketing is there. Netflix has marketing advantage. Always.
To be quite honest about the Snyderverse, for me, I really feel like the only character I have any interest in seeing in the future, which is never going to happen because the actor's expressed he doesn't want to return, is Ben Affleck's Batman. Yeah, that's really the only character I care to see more. I know people want to see more Henry Cavill Superman. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that either. But I think as for Wonder Woman, as for Flash, as for Aquaman, I'd much rather see the DCU versions of these characters now, honestly.
And Henry Cavill too, I mean, especially with Ben Affleck not wanting to return. It's one of those things where it's you couldn't possibly think to build or even continue a universe without one of your most prominent. We're not talking about cutting out the guy that played Martian Manhunter, one of these smaller
one of the Trinity.
It's you're taking away Batman.
Yeah.
You cannot make a cohesive universe without Batman.
No.
It can't happen.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's not. That's absolutely true. Ben Affleck won't come back even if they do this. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're talking about like building more movies and possibly like even more shows. And I say shows plural, even though Peacemaker season 1 was the only show of the extended universe.
Right.
But like,
right.
if shows opened up, I'm not saying they would, but like, if just all these different projects opened up, and Batman is nowhere. Like Batman is a popular character. Like I would like up until this year with the Superman new movie, I would be willing to argue. And again, like people can go if people want to go off in the comments on me because I've not like done my research on it. Go ahead, like I can take it, but I would be willing to bet that up until this year, Batman was probably like more Googled than Superman was, just because I feel like, and even like I've had my boss at work tell me like he didn't want to see Superman because it's not really like Superman's not really excited him as much as like a Batman thing would be, would excite him. It's just like if you don't have Batman there,
exactly.
Just worried about Ted believing that movie theaters are dying and worried he won't release them in theater. So that's another conversation point is that are theaters dying? There needs to be, and I feel like this goes along too with like normalizing watching movies at home. There's been too much of like a culture recently where it's like not been I don't know like what the right way to say this is, but like I will say theaters are not the same as they were a decade ago.
Yeah.
Like there's not much that is drawing people to theaters unless it's like these big franchise movies. Like you'll see Avatar here in a couple weeks, or you'll see Avengers Doomsday in a year, and then Spider-Man in July, as far as like the MCU goes. Like there's just really not that much that's driving people to theaters anymore.
Yeah.
And again, that's just another conversation to like, and that could take like hours.
It is quite striking that, I think the box office is still down 20% this year is what I read. And I mean, it's striking how much of a difference it's been to what 2019 was. And again, I look back at 2019 because that's the year that everybody compares everything to before honestly everything changed in this marketplace. We literally had almost a $10 billion gross of a total at the theaters that year, and then everything just went downhill because of COVID. And now theaters over the last 5 years have just been trying to pick up. And we had some great years with Top Gun Maverick and Avatar making the billions that they did in 22. Then Barbenheimer came out in 23. And last year we had Deadpool Wolverine and Dune Part 2. And what else came out? I mean, not a whole lot else, I guess, really made that much box office. But then this year, this year it has been kind of a struggling point. I mean, movies have done reasonably well. Like, I think the new metric here, too, is that not every movie that is a tentpole release that you would expect to make $1 billion is going to make $1 billion. Like, it's not the realistic, aim now these days. I think now it's just, are you going to make your profit back? Are you going to, turn a profit if your movie's at 200 million, which honestly is a lot? And are you going to be able to recoup that from like 530 or 600 million, right? So, because Mission Impossible Final Reckoning, that literally I think made 575 or 580 million on a $300 million budget.
That's insane.
It didn't really make much profit at all. And like Dead Reckoning was not a huge success either because of the high budget. So it's shocking. It really is shocking that these big movies come out and people just aren't going to see them.
Especially in which, like, I know with Paramount Plus and like the Mission Impossible movies, I know that there was a point, I think, when Paramount Plus like first started, still in the midst of COVID, where they were like, they had that option available. I think with Dead Reckoning, they were like, the movie was going to be out, but like here in a few days, you can watch it on Paramount Plus. And now Final Reckoning didn't do that because Final Reckoning just came to Paramount Plus this week.
Just this week.
I mean. And that movie came out like 6 months ago.
6
months ago.
6 months ago,
like that's the kind of window that streaming services need to have. Like
absolutely agree.
Waiting 6 months between theater and streaming. And like the way it was done pre-COVID was like you had theater. 2.5 months later you had digital. A couple weeks after digital you had physical. And then 3 to 6 months after physical you had streaming. Now through COVID, all that has been.
And honestly, I think that pattern, that layout was the healthiest option for the entire theatrical industry, because it allowed a good window of time for people to go out and see it, knowing that they won't be able to stream it until 4 or 6 months down the road. So if they really, really want to see it, they're going to go and make it a point to go and see it. Right. And I think we're going to see that again now. That brings us to Avatar, because like that, we know that everybody pretty much who saw the first two are going to go and want to see this in theaters again.
Absolutely.
So this is going to make the money it's going to, because people know that they're not going to get that experience at home, and they're going to have to wait at least half a year to watch it at home.
That's true, because when did Way of Water come out, like on Blu-ray? Was it like
on Blu-ray? I think it was June of 23.
That's what I was thinking. Like because it was anything like that. James Cameron, I know that brought me to like another James Cameron film. I can't remember if he directed it or it was just produced it. But have you guys seen Alita: Battle Angel?
Yeah, I saw that.
I have not. I need to watch that.
So that movie,
I liked it.
Yeah.
It was really good. I know that movie came out right in the midst of the Disney Fox merger.
Yes.
It took I don't know if it was because of the merger or if it was because it was James Cameron affiliated, but that movie took insanely long to get to physical media. Like it took probably 5 months. Which was above Way of Water took a minute.
Yeah,
like
it took half a year.
knew it would take a minute. I'm over here waiting for Alita, and I'm like, what is taking them so long to put Alita out?
Right.
But yeah, it just
movies like that, movies like Mission Impossible, movies like the Odyssey will do that as well. Like people are gonna want to see this ASAP or within the time frame that the theaters are allowing the movie to run, because they know that they won't see it until 4 or 6 months down the road. Yeah.
I know you mentioned a minute ago about Barbie and Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is another statement that I don't know if it was like official or if I was just something I like came across because people were like wanting to fear monger like post or whatever. But Ted Sarandos said that Barbie and Oppenheimer could have been done at home. No, absolutely not.
That's so
dumb. No, it was a true statement. It was a true statement. And actually, it wasn't even new. It was something I think he said a few months ago now. So, yeah.
It's so dumb.
This man is so out of touch.
Completely out of touch. I mean, like, see, I'm gonna give this. I gave this example in the live stream I did 2 days ago with Stranger Things. Like, it's like it just Volume 1 just came out and everything. But did it really feel like an event? Did it really feel like we had people, coming together and celebrating this like together? I mean, to a degree, but I wouldn't say like in person, like what the communal experience of going to the movies is. We didn't get that with Stranger Things because everybody's just at home. It came out on a Wednesday during the holidays, during Thanksgiving in America. Exactly. It was a busy time. And like, I know people, especially because it releases, in different time zones. I know friends in Europe had to get up at like 3 a.m. or 6 a.m. to just watch it. And so it doesn't exactly feel like the same communal experience that going to the theaters is.
I love it. I honestly love it.
I mean, if you want to drop an initial like teaser to your movie a year before release, I think that's great.
I love it. I think
people
it's amazing.
Excited, and it doesn't really leave people wondering like, well, gosh, that movie comes out in a few months. Like, what's up with it? Like, it opens the window, but you have to be careful with it too, though, because like you don't want to show, like, you never want to like show too much before your movie comes out, obviously.
Yeah,
but there is an advantage to it, and I think that the way that the Odyssey has done it and the way that Marvel is going to be doing it with Doomsday, I like it. I think that it'll be really good.
Yeah, I think like definitely for big tentpole movies, I think that's the appropriate thing to do. Like it's okay to release a teaser for something that like the entire world is excited for. Go ahead and do it a year in advance. I don't see any problem with that because it just really kickstarts your marketing planning for the whole year and really gets people engaged. Right. But I do understand, like John Campea, I know has like kind of said it very many times on his show, and he's kind of like expressed how he thinks that the good window to release the first full trailer is probably like within 3 to 4 months. And I can agree with that, I guess. Like I know like the teaser trailer, if on the rare circumstances like now for Doomsday or for the Odyssey, like we get that a year in advance. but maybe for something like now Spider-Man Brand New Day, right? Like I think a teaser trailer for that 6 months in advance, which is like now, I guess, in the next couple of weeks, that's okay too. I think teaser trailer now, and then like a first trailer like maybe 4 months before, so like in March, and then you got your second last trailer in like May, right?
Yeah.
Maybe 2 months before July. I think like that's the way I would lay it out. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but it's just, I don't know, man. I'm somewhat excited for it, but at the same time, I'm like, I really don't.
You know, another movie that's got to come out in theaters is because I got Lord of the Rings back here, so it reminded me is The Hunt for Gollum.
Hunt for Gollum. We talked about that earlier. Me and Joseph.
Yeah,
we talked about that
The
earlier.
Hunt for Gollum, which is coming out in
December.
Going through all the
movies coming
I think it's probably going to move because right now it's on the same day as Secret Wars, so I think it'll move.
That'll
September 2027, right? So
it'll probably move up to like November.
Do you have a release date before that though? I think it moved to that.
It was supposed to be next December 26th, but it got delayed a whole year. But I mean, there's certain movies that just I can't ever see them being an event at home. Like it's not like
And at least like what you were saying with Stranger Things, like like Wednesday when that came out, Netflix was crashing.
Right.
So I guess it's kind of a community thing. Like, all of our Netflixes are crashing together. Like that's super fun. But that's another thing with like if you want to release a movie on Netflix like exclusively, everyone's gonna swamp to the platform and then your servers are going to crash. That happened with Stranger Things. I know that's happened now that Netflix has like picked up Christmas Day football games. That happened with the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight. Netflix I just don't think has the servers to facilitate so many people all at once. It's just it's something that would have to come with upgrades to Netflix itself, since they are the buyer, and they have to prove that they can facilitate what exactly they're bringing in. And if they can't do that, this deal shouldn't happen.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know what's a good example on the contrast side of this is that we are getting the Stranger Things finale in theaters. Those showtimes were selling out. Like it was so hard to get a seat. Like that shows that if you have enough interest in anything and put it in the theaters, it will sell. Honestly.
There are so many things that like go to theaters that like it just is a community thing. And I don't know. It's just I don't see how someone like Ted Sarandos could look at that and like think it's bad or think
like look at this. This is what it's like. This is what it's about, man.
Yeah, man. You don't get
that was one of the best theater experiences I ever had.
You don't get that at home. Yeah,
it's one of the best. Just that's what it's about, man. And
like what it's about.
No Way Home, honestly.
That's what it's about, man. Like
No Way Home felt so weird watching it the first time at home because you didn't have like that kind of impact around it. Even like the second or third time I'd seen it in theaters, it didn't feel the same as like that opening night. Because like everyone had already known what was going to happen, and it just. But of course, at home, you're not going to be like shouting to your dog, be like, "Oh my gosh, look, Toby's back!" And the dog's just looking at you like.
Do y'all remember when No Way Home came out, and there was that video, the audience going nuts, and that dude did a flip in the front row? Y'all remember that? I mean, it's so funny. It's even someone doing a flip. Just a flip shows their excitement, and like the fact that somebody did a flip is the funniest thing I've ever seen. But
or like you take people you take people like Soups and they like book an entire theater for the Soups experience.
I know
Rob, you went to Deadpool and Wolverine.
The Deadpool Wolverine one.
Not sure if you guys heard, but they're re-releasing Endgame. Yes.
Cannot wait.
We will be there.
Yes, absolutely.
Deadpool Wolverine. Like I went to one of the AMC's in Austin, one of my favorite theaters in Austin, by the way, the Barton Creek. And I saw Deadpool Wolverine in IMAX. I brought my mom, my dad, my middle sister, her boyfriend Tristan, my cousin Emma, and I brought along my best friend Derek as well. So it was all of us. And everybody in the theater went nuts when Blade walked out, when Chris Evans showed up, when Wolverine put on his mask, when Gambit showed up. Like, people just, and just to hear just all those people just around us just get so excited. And and me and Derek were laughing our butts off, and people around us were laughing. Everybody was hooping and hollering and cheering and clapping and just laughing. And I remember the Star Wars: The Force Awakens in 2015.
Oh gosh, that was such a good experience.
With my dad and my middle sister, and everyone went nuts, man. Everyone went
Deadpool and Wolverine, I feel like, was the final straw for my parents. Like, not like for theaters, but like my parents came with me to go see Deadpool and Wolverine. Yo, Hayden, what's up?
Good to see you, bud. Good to see you.
Like both my parents came with me to see Deadpool and Wolverine, and they're not like Marvel people at all. They had no idea what was happening, and which of course, and my mom's not that big of a Deadpool fan anyway because of like the content that's in the movie. But she wanted to come with me to Deadpool and Wolverine for whatever reason, and so like I'm just sitting there, I'm like going nuts over like everything, as is everyone else, and my parents are just like, they're just looking around and wondering like why we're acting like heathen. And just like, well, heathen to them, not, but like obviously we're the fans here. But it just was because I think I told you guys before in like one of our Doomsday discussions, like I was about to jump out of my seat when Wesley Snipes walked in. Like that's how insane it was, and you just can't get that kind of experience at home.
You can't.
And you know, we were talking about the communal experience and what that means and everything, but also from like the filmmaking side of it, like when we've got these directors going out and filming these with IMAX 70mm cameras and with, you know, the digital IMAX cameras and going and putting out, you know, Dune and Sinners and Odyssey and everything in these formats, I just don't even see an argument to be made of why you would see that at home. Like it's a completely different experience. Seeing that on a 70-foot screen, like 70-foot screen, like that's insane.
Yeah, like the picture of the Interstellar, like that has been circulating.
Yeah,
you can't possibly mimic that in your own house.
No, not at all.
There are people that love that. That is just.
I don't care how big of a screen you have at home or how big of a projector you can project onto your wall. You can't ever replicate that at all.
No.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Well, yeah, I know. I feel like I definitely don't want to sound like broken record too much, but I feel like we're driving the point home for the audience. It's like, like this is a crazy deal. Like everyone needs to look into it. Wait, I saw the other live streams you're going to do next year.
Thank you. Yeah, a lot of.
I've seen that too. You've got like a bunch of watch-alongs.
So what I might do, and I've been kind of contemplating it, and I don't know, and I want both of y'all's opinion as well, and I want everyone's opinion who's in here right now as well. At first when I thought about doing the live watch-alongs, I was like, oh, that'll be a lot of fun. I honestly might not do them. I don't know why, and I feel like there's multiple reasons because I'm trying to like fit the schedule in now as well for next year, and I am a big Spurs fan as well, and they play a lot of the nights as well, and my Spurs are finally winning, and I'm so happy. Like if you follow me,
beat my Cavaliers the other night.
Yeah. Oh no! The Cavaliers won. They won.
Oh, they won that? Oh, I must have gone to bed. I thought they lost.
They won. Yeah.
I know they lost to the Pacers, which I hated, and they lost to the Warriors, but I was thinking the Spurs won that game. I must have read it wrong.
Because of that and the schedule and all that. So I might not do the live watch-alongs. I might not do them. And the other reason I think as well is because I really want to try to focus on what I'm watching as well. I want to try to really sit and see if I can really, because I'm still gonna have a lot of rankings next year. I am gonna have I just found out Ridley Scott has a film coming out in March.
Really?
Called The Dog Stars. It's like he has a new film coming out, which I didn't know about until a couple of days ago. And I'm like, I got to do a what do you call it? Ridley Scott ranking.
Yeah.
So
interesting. I didn't know about that.
And like Christopher Nolan, I'm gonna do a Christopher Nolan ranking. I'm going to do a Steven Spielberg ranking. I'm going to do later next year. I'm going to do a Denis Villeneuve ranking because Dune Part 3, an Avengers ranking. I'm going to do a Avatar trilogy ranking next week. I'm going to do a Knives Out trilogy ranking later in the next few days. And then what's another one? Like Peaky Blinders, right? The movie comes out. There's a Peaky Blinders movie
in March.
I haven't seen any of the seasons. I'm going to binge those to a ranking of those 6 seasons with the movie. So there's a lot going on my side. So a lot of good stuff, though. A lot of really exciting, exciting stuff. But
I do think that like as a movie like reviewer and a movie fan, I do think that kind of environment is the best. You don't want to be, especially if it's a movie you're watching for the first time, you don't want to be like pausing and being like, oh, that was crazy, and like you definitely want that kind of environment where you can take it in, and then like in the future, if you wanted to do it, then you could like introduce the live watch alongs.
Like when I do the live watch alongs, like some of the ones I have been doing, like I'm watching, like I have my TV right here, right? So I'm watching it, but I'm like trying to like read the comments as well. And I'm like trying to, and it's not.
Then it takes away from the.
It's not. And another thing too is like, I really I just want to try to like actually see if I can like my attention span, like, and that's the other thing as well with seeing movies in a theater rather than at home. Attention spans.
People's attention spans.
The attention spans. And the other thing as well, the phones.
Yeah.
I don't pull out my phone. I'm watching a movie in a theater.
Yeah,
absolutely. I never pull out my phone. I put it on Do Not Disturb, and that's it.
That's it. It's in my pocket.
It's just so I might honestly not.
I like the way James Cameron put that in a recent interview. Now he's just like, when we're going to the movies, we literally just like put away. We don't have any distractions. You can't pause it. You can't. I mean, you can go to the washroom, but you can't pause the actual movie.
Exactly.
You can't order a pizza or watch it the next day and watch half of it. It's like, no, you're there and you're locked in. Right, you're there for that. Right. You're going on that ride. Yeah.
I do have Patreon. I don't post on it though. I probably should. I got to figure out how to do that. But I have the app on my phone. I have an account, but I don't post on it. But I might start seeing how I can do that. So I think that'd be really good. But we got another one right here. Let's see. Netflix is going to care for theaters whether they want to or not. Someone was going to purchase for WB whether we want them to or not, and they are the best option out of the others for me. Okay. Yeah. Let's see.
I mean, Netflix definitely has the reputation. They, like I said earlier, like they are marketable and they can get word out for projects. Whether or not it's something that's going to be known already, if it's part of the franchise or if it's an original story. So they
speaking of Peaky Blinders, right? So in March, the Peaky Blinders movie, The Immortal Man, it's releasing on Netflix, but it's having a limited theater release, right? I'm going to go see it in theaters. I'm not going to see it at home.
I mean, that's the whole point of it being a movie, in my opinion.
But here's the other thing as well. So like the new Knives Out, right? I'm going to see it at home, but like I wanted to see it in theaters.
I know.
But I'm like,
I don't blame you, honestly. I don't blame you because of how short of a theatrical run it's gotten, right?
Yeah, but Peaky Blinders, I definitely am going to go see that in theaters. Right. But again, like Knives Out, I thought about going to see it in theaters. The new one, really, but I'm just at home, unfortunately. But
it's tough.
But what else we got? Oh, let's see. What posters you got back there, Raza?
I've got Harry Potter, which is another WB property. Right. We've got the Harry Potter show that is in the works, so that is going to be interesting. Like, is that going to go to Netflix? Is that going to go to Max? I mean, how are they gonna deal with the whole Wizarding World? I don't know. I've got no idea.
I will say the last month or so with movie news has been absolutely crazy. We've had the merger. We had the merger. We had the Rush Hour 4 news, which the Rush Hour 4 situation, like...
Yeah. Interesting how it happened.
It is interesting, but I'm just glad we're getting it.
Me too.
Yeah, like, not to get political in any way.
You understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
It was hilarious.
Yeah, and I honestly, that's kind of what I've been hearing is why some people are kind of happy that Paramount didn't acquire WB is because the president's got his hands in Paramount a little bit with the new CEOs, so it's kind of not the greatest. I mean, see, like honestly, government should not be putting their hands in movies studios at all.
No,
I don't care what party it is. It's just like it's
totally
irrelevant,
Right? Yeah.
So
like movie industry should stick to movie industry, government stick to government. Like
that's how the world works in life.
I will say, however, if he wants to go to Sony and say make Spider-Man 4, make the Amazing Spider-Man 3, it'll be huge. If he wants to say that, awesome. Other than that,
no, we're good for that. Please go do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the way the Rush Hour situation transpired was hilarious. But like I said, not to make it political, but it was just I've never been more convinced we're living in a simulation because of that.
Truly, right? Yeah. Do you understand
the words that are coming out of my mouth? Dude, it's great, man.
Yeah, I just watched these 3 movies over the last 2 months, so it's fresh
I have
in my
not
mind.
seen 2 and 3, but I did watch the first one for the first time. Oh, I don't know, maybe
I thought 1 and 3
ago, and I loved it. It's great.
Yeah, I like 1 and 3 the best. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, Hayden, I saw your reaction. Ready or not? 2. I'm going
awesome. That's another one too. Yes. I still have to watch the first one. I've never seen the first one, but
I need to watch the first one too. I've never seen it.
I haven't seen it. Yeah.
Yeah. But it seems good. But like, same with like
that just reminded me, like Knives Out, when that movie came out in 2019, like around this time, 2019.
It's so good.
That was such a cool experience to have that in theaters because it was a mystery whodunit, right?
Yeah.
So the whole audience is there, like going and gasping or laughing when Chris Evans is like, eat, right? Like the whole.
Yeah, I love that scene. I love it.
It was such a good theater experience. I look back at that and like that was a new movie. It was not an existing IP, and it became such a fan favorite because of seeing it with people together.
Fresh original stories like that is
fresh original stories. Exactly,
it's vital to like the theatrical like movie.
Absolutely,
it's like if you're not going to go see a franchise film, those are the ones that you want to go see, like One Battle After Another by PTA.
Yes,
like Sinners, Ryan Coogler, Weapons,
The Greatest Showman. I look back. I love that theater experience as well. That was so fun.
That's a good movie, man. That's a good movie.
Yeah,
that's a good movie. Yeah, but like Knives Out, dude. That movie came out when Ford v Ferrari came out.
Yes, see,
I love
Ford v Ferrari at home. That was so good in theaters.
It's such a good film, man.
I got to see it in D-Box in the movie.
And that's when Endgame came out too, and The Lion King as well, which I loved.
It was so cool. It felt like you were in the car and everything. So good. So good.
So I will say for anyone in the comments, like to go along with the topic of the night, what are some theatrical experiences like No Way Home, Endgame, like what theatrical experiences could not have been replicated if they were to have been seen at home? Like what did you have to see in a theater?
Oppenheimer, Dune Part 2.
We gotta prepare for new streaming series.
Infinity War, Endgame. What else? Deadpool, Wolverine, No Way Home. Force Awakens.
Star Wars Force Awakens.
What else?
Rogue One. That was a great one in theaters too, honestly.
Yeah, Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer was a great one in theaters.
Barbenheimer was so much fun. That was like the first time that
Endgame.
Going back into even my childhood movies, like watching the first Avengers in theaters. That
that too.
Watching Dark Knight Rises in IMAX 70mm.
Dude. Oh man.
Unbelievable. Dude.
Yeah.
Stellar for sure.
I will give y'all a hot take. Speaking of Warner Bros. In a way, but this is technically Warner Bros. Related. And I've given this hot take before, I think, on here. I've talked about it with people before, but I think I've talked about it on here. The Dark Knight Rises, and I think y'all know what I'm about to say. Y'all know what I'm about to say.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
The Dark Knight Rises is better than The Dark Knight, in my opinion.
Okay.
I know it's a hot take. I know it's like
a hot take. Yeah. I have another friend who thinks the same way. So it's
okay.
Yeah, I know quite a few people who actually I just came across a reel and I posted on my story of the Stranger Things cast talking about the same thing. They were talking about Nolan movies.
Oh,
and one of them was like Dark Knight Rises, and then the other one was like I like Dark Knight. Yeah, Sadie Sink. Sadie Sink likes Dark Knight Rises more than Dark Knight. Yeah.
But dude,
okay. Nice.
The Dark Knight Rises. Dude,
I have my poster here. Actually, I'll show you.
I understand the movie's not perfect. I understand it's not perfect.
Nice.
Yeah.
But
right.
It's just the intensity of that film the dialogue, the score, the perform. And again, I know it's not perfect. I know it's not. But whether it is, again, the intensity, the dialogue, like the amount of intensity that is just injected into the third act in that film.
It's amazing. I love watching it every time. Yeah.
Dude, the amount I'm serious when I say the amount of intensity that's injected into that third act, man.
Yeah.
When Bane walks out onto the football field.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
absolutely.
I want to watch it again. I don't have to get up in the morning for jack squat, so I might watch it tonight, man. I don't have to do anything tomorrow besides.
I'd recommend if you don't have the Blu-ray for it, I recommend getting it. That way you can get the IMAX shots in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
And
unless Max has it on, I don't know if Max has the aspect ratios or not. The changes,
I don't know. I don't know. I might have to check.
They do, but I'd have to check.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I'm even someone who's not the biggest fan of Batman Begins. I'm just not. I'm not.
Okay.
Like I love The Dark Knight, and I love The Dark Knight Rises. I do.
Okay.
But like I still there's a lot of other Nolan films that I need to watch. The only ones that I've fully seen are Oppenheimer, which I love Oppenheimer.
Right.
Dark Knight, love Dark Knight. Dark Knight Rises, I love that. And then Batman Begins is the only one that I'm like kind of just okay with. I'm just okay with it.
Okay.
But the other three,
I love Batman Begins. Like it was one of my favorite origin stories.
Oh, Interstellar too. How can I forget about Interstellar? I don't know how I can forget about one of the greatest films ever made. Interstellar is great too. I love Interstellar, but Batman Begins is man, how did I forget about Interstellar? Seriously. How did I forget about one of the greatest films ever made, man? Like, but Batman Begins is just okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
But dude, you know what? I might watch The Dark Knight Rises tonight. I might watch just to feel that adrenaline rush in the third act, dude. Oh, right. I might even I'm not going to skip it, but I was going to say I might skip to the third act, but not even just the third act, man. It's throughout the entirety of the film.
Yeah.
The intensity of it, dude.
How do you feel about Batman Begins, Joseph?
I've not seen it in a long time, but from what I remember from what I remember about it, it is very, very solid.
Yeah, it was a childhood favorite. I mean, that was my first I'd seen Batman and Robin, and then I think I might have watched I can't remember which one I watched first, Batman Begins or Batman 89. I can't remember, but it was really my generation's Batman. It was like I was 7 years old when I watched it, and I mean, it's still very special. I watched it for the 20th anniversary at home, so in June. So that was fun. It's definitely worth a rewatch. Yeah.
Well, guys, I don't mean to cut anything short, but my phone is slowly dying, and like with my setup, I'm not able to charge my phone.
No, you're good.
I know we've also mentioned before I know we try to stay aware of the time, so it's not dragging anything out for people that may want to rewatch it. So. And I said a little bit ago, I definitely don't want to sound too much like we definitely don't want to sound too much like a broken record. We've driven the main points home about this merger.
We did a good job.
The more details will come in the future. We're sure if this deal finalizes, it will take effect on or before
one
next
person
September.
I am hoping to hear from soon is Tom Cruise, because his next movie is with WB.
Yes,
definitely. He's up there with Sean Astin and Christopher Nolan. He's an advocate for this industry, and I'm sure his voice will carry weight.
Definitely. Yeah. He was the one who pushed Maverick to get released in theaters. I mean, he did that. He did it for not just his own movie, but lots of movies. Yeah,
and that was another great theatrical experience.
Was Top Gun Maverick. That was the first movies ever made.
Experience after COVID. Like everyone felt like united and back in the theater.
Yeah, and that's the reason we're getting Top Gun 3 as well. We're getting a third Top Gun film.
Yes,
I am so excited for it.
I know.
Yeah, Paramount. If you're watching this, you better keep that film alive. Because you canceled The Last Ronin, so you freaking canceled one of the movies I was excited about. If you're watching Paramount, I love you all to death. But you better keep Top Gun 3 in theaters and A Quiet Place Part 3. Seriously.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Seriously. Yeah. Like I still can't believe they canceled The Last Ronin, dude. I still can't. I know that's Paramount. I know it's not WB, but since we are technically talking about theaters and stuff, I cannot. Like, it's one of those things where that Thursday a couple weeks ago, I went to the Spurs game, right? That date was so amazing, and I was so excited for that. Right when I pulled up to my dad's work, because I was meeting him so we could go together, I get on my phone and news, Last Ronin canceled. I'm like, please be fake, please be fake, please be fake, please be fake, and it's not. Man. And I'm like, oh, I was so excited. And now they're releasing a Ninja Turtles film that's going to be like Sonic. I like the Sonic films, I do, but they're going to Sonicify it, and I'm like,
right.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's not going to be like the same. I don't think
No, it's going to be. We still have the Mutant Mayhem animated films, which I love the first one, and second one's 2 years from now, I think, which I'm really excited about. And apparently, they're in talks to do a third film already, so I'm okay with that. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully down the line, you know what I mean. I have hope that Paramount will, make it down the line and put it in theaters and not on streaming. So, sorry, that's my little rant about The Last Ronin. Y'all can tell how passionate I was about this film, but
I see it. It's definitely,
dude. Like the thing with, and again, I know we're talking about Warner Bros. And I'm trying to keep track of time too. I know y'all probably got to go, but The Last Ronin, dude, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I was so excited about that film because I'm a Ninja Turtles fan. I really do like Ninja Turtles. It's never been like my favorite thing in the world, but I grew up liking the Ninja Turtles, as a whole.
Yeah.
And
man,
I wanted to see that film so bad, man, so bad. But that's a story for another day. So,
right. Yeah. Well, no, this is a great chat. I'm really glad we had it.
Yeah,
really
me too.
Especially with it kind of like being an impromptu breaking news.
Yes, no, it's very impromptu.
I'm glad for everyone that. For everyone that was able to join and get involved.
Yes, thank you guys. We really enjoyed your comments.
I will definitely. I'll try and get a clip of like all of our best parts of like the rant together to drive home the fact that this deal is crazy. But hi, I'm new. I saw you were talking about Netflix buying Warner Bros. I'm not crazy about that.
Yeah,
neither
are
we.
You joining, man.
Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Yeah, thanks for joining. We
thank you.
Which I guess that kind of leads into what is it?
I really appreciate all of you guys. The ones you were
absolutely.
Yeah.
But
absolutely.
But definitely, since you're new, that kind of gets us into something I just remembered. We did not do introductions.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess like kind of the benediction. If you guys wanted to go ahead and start, which you found Hayden's channel. This is where he's at for his solo work. We also the three of us are a group called Super Film Trinity. We have Instagram and YouTube up. All of our group content will be on our YouTube channel as soon as we hit 50 subscribers, and we need all of your help to get there. We hope that we'll be able to get that accomplished, especially if hopefully before the end of the year, but if it has to go into 2026, we'll definitely be there hopefully by this time next year. I'm worried about the physical comic book side of it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's definitely, we'll definitely have to see what all transpires from it. I'm sure there will be more details. Great live, guys. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
But yeah, we are Super Film Trinity. We are on Instagram and YouTube. Please subscribe and follow whatever the verbiage of the website is. You can find me, Joseph _
Mills. Their solo channels as well, y'all. Solo channels as well. And all of our Instagrams and letterboxes and Facebooks and TikToks, all of that, Twitters, all that type of stuff. So Patreons, I don't.
I'm Joseph _ Mills 1411 on both Instagram and YouTube, and my letterbox is JRock1411. So please find me on all of them.
Or Roz, you go first, but after that, tell what do y'all have going on the channel?
I'm on Instagram and I'm on YouTube. You can find me both at the Rosa Hyder, and on Instagram I've also got a second account more dedicated to films, which is Film Hyder Space. And letterbox is RH Movies, or you can also just type my name, Reza Hyder, and it will show up. Yeah,
you can type my name in the letterbox too, and it should show up as well.
Yeah. And as for what's going on, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess for our next stream is going to be after Christmas. I think that's when we said it's probably going to be best to do.
Probably.
We'll probably do it after Christmas. We'll have a lot to talk about with Supergirl trailer, with Doomsday trailer, with Avatar: Fire and Ash. Which I guess any other movies that have come out that we've gone around to seeing, with Stranger Things Volume 2 having come out. I mean, there'll be a lot to discuss right before the end of the year, and so we'll discuss that. And then I think we said, if we can, we'll probably do like maybe before New Year's the best of the year rankings and stuff.
Probably best of the year in between Christmas and New Year's, ideally. And maybe after New Year's, the top 10 most anticipated of 2026. Oscar season is right around the corner too, so we can probably talk.
I don't think I've seen very many contenders yet.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine. We'll definitely be able to talk about them together. Definitely get reactions from everyone about the nominees, what's being talked about, what you think would be nominated. Just depends on all of our schedules where these streams will go. But as far as like my solo work, I know I saw Predator Badlands a few weeks ago, but that movie's not really being talked about anymore, so I don't really feel a need to do a review for it. I did put in my rating on Letterboxd if you want to go see it over there. As far as solo work goes, I am very busy this week and in the weeks leading up to Christmas, so I doubt I'll be able to do much. I'll probably, in my spare time, be trying to cut together some SFT stuff because I still need to go back into our Christmas special and get some stuff taken out of there. And then probably get some a reel for this stream cut together as well.
Yeah,
right. And, I would definitely help out with that. I'll try and see if I can help out with the Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. I do have timestamps. I have timestamps written in my phone of like when we talked about each movie. If you want to like go back into that stream, I can send it to you if either of you guys want to look at it. And we'll get something figured out with that.
For myself, solo wise, I mean, I'm trying to put out. I've got a little bit of Avatar content that I'm excited to put out over the next 2 weeks, and it's in the air right now. It's nothing is solid, but I'm looking into my possibility of attending the Fire Nash Canadian premiere in Toronto on December 17th because they're ending their global run, their global tour in Toronto. I don't know who all's going to be there. I'm hoping Cameron's going to show up. I don't know if the whole cast will be there. I know for Way of Water 3 years ago, it was just the kids. Just the kids showed up. So Zoe Saldana and Sam Worthington didn't. But who knows? I mean, I don't know what will happen. So I'm looking into it. Nothing solid yet, but that is kind of in the midst of being figured out. Yeah.
And Hayden, you've got some pretty big press. You've got an announcement coming, I believe.
So if y'all remember, I went to South by Southwest. It's a film festival in Austin, Texas, which I live close to. And I went to it for my first time in March, which I loved it. I definitely recommend it if you're a film fan. If you've always been wanting to go to a film festival, definitely go to it. It's great. Right now, money's kind of tight. So I'm like, I personally don't have the money to pay for a pass right now. And I'm still kind of learning how the press stuff works. So a couple of weeks ago, I sent it. Let's see. I think I applied to go as press, I believe. And I emailed them and they got back to me yesterday or a couple of days ago, something like that. And the lady said that basically it's like a 15 business day and they'll let me know this week, I think. And I I say that, but I posted about it on Twitter saying that I'm basically going to learn if I go to press this week. And my buddy Mark goes to the early screenings where I go as well. He said he didn't get approved, so that makes me think they already sent emails out. So I'm gonna wait and see how the week goes. Hopefully they send more emails out tomorrow or this week. And I haven't checked my phone in a bit, so maybe if I check my phone in a bit something will come up. But it's looking like possibly no South by Southwest this year, which if not, it's a bummer, obviously, but I went last year or this year technically, and that was a lot of fun. You know what I mean? So again, if I don't go, it's a bummer, but I do have the memories from last year, and I'll be going the next 2 years as well. It's not like I'm never going to go again. You know what I mean? Like I'm definitely going to go to South by again, and I really, really think it's a blast. So I'm definitely going to go hopefully next year, but we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see. But for what's coming on the channel this week, definitely a Supergirl trailer reaction, which I'm really looking forward to. Hopefully an Avengers Doomsday trailer reaction as well. I'm really looking forward to that. And also an Avengers Doomsday trailer talking about it on the live show. Yeah, if y'all want to do that as well, possibly if y'all are or anything. I know we talked about that a little bit, I think, but again, if y'all
that would have to be that would have to be a game time decision for me. Probably not like a dedicated Trinity stream, but maybe just like I pop in or something like that, or if I wanted to pop in. That would have to be a game time decision for me.
Yeah, and another trailer reaction I'm possibly going to be doing as well is for the new Masters of the Universe film. I think we're getting the trailer this week, which will be a lot of fun. Okay. That'll be a lot of fun. And then any other trailers that release, this week. And then I'm also on Friday, I think Saturday. So Friday, I'm watching the new Knives Out, and then on Saturday, I'll have my review for that, the Wake Up Dead Man, and then on Sunday, possibly, I'll have my trilogy ranking for all the Knives Out films. And then what else do I have going on this week on the channel? As far as I know, that's really it. I know there's a lot of trailers that I've heard already, so anything could drop this week. You know, I mean, I hear a new trailer for Scream 7's ready. A trailer for Coyote versus Acme is ready. Apparently, a trailer for Shrek 5's ready. Apparently, a Street Fighter trailer is ready.
It's got pushed to 27, though, I think. Yeah.
I know. So it's you never know what could drop. And apparently, from what I've read, this month is huge for trailers. Like, it's huge.
Absolutely.
Even next week, apparently. So a lot of stuff coming this week. A lot of stuff coming next week. So yeah, definitely. Fun times, man. It's
absolutely
it's fun times. So yeah.
Well, awesome, guys. I'm so glad we did this.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
me too.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yep.
And maybe see you guys Thursday if we
possibly Thursday.
Let's hope, man. Beyond the reporter, tell us, man. Beyond the reporter.
Yep.
Pretty reliable, man.
We're counting on you.
So yeah, you the boys season 5 trailer came out the day you said it was going to come out, and you've been right about some things. So you better be right, because dude, I have been waiting for this movie for dude, I know we all okay. I'm gonna say something real quick. This is the Multiverse of Madness movie that I have been I wanted in 20. Like, I like Multiverse of Madness. I enjoyed that film. I did. But this is gonna be the Multiverse of Madness that I wanted. This is what I wanted that film to be, man. And I am so pumped. I'm gonna be going crazy on Thursday, man. Funny story before we go. This is actually a meat grinder thing. You pound on meat with it.
Oh, okay.
So
I
didn't know I found this. It was in our kitchen. Like, I didn't find it, but you know, I cannot talk. But we have this, and I was like, it's basically a kitchen utensil.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm keeping it, man. I'm keeping it.
That's funny. Nice. Wow.
So I have this in my thumbnail, man. So I'm
awesome.
I'm definitely looking forward to that. So, but yeah, boys, that was fun, man. That was fun. Hope to see y'all Thursday. I'm hoping.
Awesome. So, yes, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
y'all
have
a good week. I wanted to mention, thank you so much for the awesome thumbnail you made. It was so good. Like,
I was gonna say, I hope it was good. I hope
it was very creative. I love the lightsabers, the Netflix, the theater.
Yeah,
you did really good on that. I was impressed.
I appreciate that. That means a lot. Yes. I was hoping, because I had that idea, and I was like, that would be fun. You know,
that was really well done. I really liked it.
I should make the thumbnail like this, and I'm gonna start making my thumbnails more like that. I think
that was awesome.
I was like, this looks so good, man.
Yeah.
So
not to get away from the thumbnails, but because they do look great. But we need a logo still.
Yes, we do. Oh gosh, yes.
We need a logo.
Yeah, SFD. Oh gosh,
I'll make something. I'll make.
Yeah, if you can make that, I'm confident you'll probably have a really good logo there. Yeah.
Maybe probably, a logo and then a YouTube banner as well. Something to cook up possibly.
Yes. Definitely.
Awesome, guys. Well, take care. Thank you, everybody.
Y'all have a good safe week. To everybody in the chat, thank y'all for joining. Glarden, Movie Nerd, Trev,
everyone that was here, thank you so much.
Thank
you.
Go follow, subscribe, and we will see you guys later.
Yeah.
See you in the next one, guys. Take care.
All right, y'all take care. See ya.
Bye.